It's meme time, it's meme time. Gather all your friends, it's meme time. It's meme time, it's meme time. The only cure for sadness.
So our story continues with Ultra Vegito standing in fear, still only with one arm leaking blood even as we speak, and behind him the same dual angels who have just inexplicably hunted him down even in the darkest of caves. But soon the fear and panic of Vegito's face switches back to anger and annoyance at the situation as he thinks to himself, I was kidding myself if I thought I could outrun two angels. Each of their staffs can probably tell where I am at any given moment. I can't lie, this is bad. With my energy this low, coupled with the blood loss, I'm completely outmatched. There's only one way out of this. And having thought this, to our surprise as an audience, within Vegito's last remaining arm, a shining ball of energy begins to form in the palm of his hand. And just like that, Vegito suddenly throws a noticeably unimpressive beam of energy seemingly straight at the angels. But surely, this couldn't be what he meant as a way out. Similarly, the petite angel Kusu watches on with a truly conceited smirk as she stares at the oncoming beam and comments, Well, Mojito, would you look at that? How far the mighty have fallen. Does he really think that level of attack will do anything to us? How pointless. Sister, what did... But to the shock of both the angel and us, the beam suddenly shifts directions mid-flight, shooting instead straight into the air, missing the confused angels by mere inches. At first, Kusu remains suspicious, commenting, That's Sly saying, Mojito, stay on guard, he's probably planning to attack us from the front now. But unexpectedly, the beam hits the ceiling of the cave with impact, instantly breaking apart the very foundations of what held the cave together. What the? No! Mojito, move! But in the darkness of the cave, the entire structure then begins to collapse on top of the divine creatures, as Vegito shoots out at the last second with speed. His two fingers now placed on his forehead, ready to do only one thing, as he thinks, Got him! That should slow them down just enough for me to get my arm back and leave this damn universe. I just need to remember where that arm was. There should still be some energy traces left over there. Now, as his body begins to vanish, Vegito yells out, Got it! It's still over there! Thank God those damn angels left it alone! And just like that, Ultra Vegito appears instantly back in the emptiness of space, now right next to his severed arm, yelling out, There you are, little buddy! Give me those rings! As Vegito reaches towards them, a smile appears across the Saiyan's face as he realizes, Without any oxygen in space, my arm is still in perfect condition. All I have to do is get this to someone fast, and I can reattach it in no time. But suddenly, in the classic style of Vegito's turmoil-filled life, he suddenly notices something behind him. Something not animate, but dangerous nevertheless. What? And to his and our shock, right below Vegito, as if following him, is a massive beam of energy, enough to vaporize anyone. There's barely any time though, as the key beam becomes so close it is now near undodgeable in Vegito's current state, as his entire body soon now becomes engulfed in the light, only leaving him to mutter helplessly, No! Where is this coming from? And just like that, Vegito is completely trapped as the blast covers his entire body, not exploding, but instead shooting past him as if Vegito wasn't even the primary target. As the beam eventually leaves the vicinity into the depths of space, Vegito slowly moves his arm from covering his face. He's now slightly more damaged than before, but hardly near death, as expected, as he comments, "It's over. That was all? Maybe I've overestimated these damn angels. They might have been weakened just as much as I have after all this time. That attack was pathetic, but regardless, I'm still getting my arm first and... No! No! But soon, the real aim of that blast is revealed, as not even a trace of Vegito's severed arm remains, now having been completely reduced to nothing but dust, including the many rings that were on them too. How dare you! Who did this? Immediately causing the few Saiyan to roar in unkempt rage, his plans and hopes to regain his limb now completely shattered and because of a stray energy blast. But soon, some common sense comes back to Vegito as he looks down at the planet below, realizing it's the exact direction the beam came from. For a moment, he thinks in his mind silently, It couldn't be the angels. They couldn't have freed themselves so fast. There's nothing down there. What on earth could have done this? But as Vegito looks down and the scene begins to zoom in, his worst fears are brought to light as from the surface of the planet, exactly where the beam had come from, lay two familiar figures. Two figures who only bring back fury into Vegito's heart, knowing the gods had robbed him once more of his happiness as he grumbles internally, You damn angels! I may have lost my arm, but I promise you will lose everything in return, no matter what depths I have to fall. But standing tall on the surface of the planet, just to confirm Vegito's eyesight, is Mojito with a smirk and his arm outreached, and his palm still smoking from where he had just been the one to blast that earlier key beam. As the equally smiling Kusu comments next to him, "Nice shot, brother. You haven't lost your touch at all. Just look at his face. The fool should know by now. He's not going anywhere as long as we're around. Wherever he goes, wherever he hides, he will never stand a chance against us. Let alone father, with him being a cripple now. Poor mortal." While Mojito adds on, "Haha, it's true. This Vegito's power was overwhelming before. But with the energy he's wasted so far, and with just one arm, he's back to being nothing more than a Universe 7 lowlife. It's a shame we had to destroy a time ring, but robbing this demon of one of his limbs is priceless." Kusu, though, being the older sister and wiser, then responds cautiously, but still with a smile, "Haha, it may be true he's significantly weaker now. But don't let your guard down, Mojito. You know he's been holding back, right? This form he's been using against you is not what he used against Lord Rumchi and the Supreme Kais. I watched it all go down on my staff. He'll be down here soon to face us at his full power, I'm sure of it. We can just wait here. He won't run, not now that we've hurt his fragile ego." Huh? Which immediately piques Mojito's concern as he softly queries back, This isn't his final form. What has he been hiding?" Then so be I don't even need a second arm to destroy you, brats! As instantly, just as Kusu had worried, Ultra Vegito finally decides enough is enough and powers up to his Ultra form, combining Goku's mastered Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's perfected Ultra Ego, losing his eyebrows, gaining dark purple hair down the sides of his locks, and now dark black flames that burst forth from his body. And now from above, looking down on the planet ironically like a god himself, he opens his palm towards the planet and thinks, it hurts me deeply to do what a god of destruction does, especially emulating exactly what Sidra did to me. But this is the only fitting way to end this. The perfect, ironic ending for two pathetic angels who think they know my every move. And with a commanding look and voice, he then shouts down, I hope you damn angels are enjoying it down there, because you will not be leaving. You took everything from me and now found a way to take even more. Well played, but the winner here will always be me! As from the depths of space, way above the mystery planet, Ultra Vegito instantly powers up a humongous ball of Hakai energy that begins to dwarf even his own body, and can be used only to perform one action. What? Mojito, up there! Which ultimately strikes fear even into the once confident Kusu, as she realizes what this looks like and comments, He wouldn't. Is he planning to erase this entire planet and every mortal on it just to get rid of us? Surely not, Mojito. But Mojito, who knows Vegito's motives well, remains completely calm and informs his sister, it's a bluff, Kusu. This mortal just screamed and yelled at Lord Sidra for erasing Basil's planet just to get him. His very goal is to punish us gods forever ruling and choosing which mortals live and die in our universes. So I can assure you, there isn't even a chance he would do the same for the sake of us. That is, of course, unless he wants to become the very thing he hates. It's an impossibility. Just look around. All this life... Huh? Wait. But suddenly, something dawns on Mojito as he looks around side to side on the planet and finally notices the very first observation made when Vegito landed on this planet. There is no life force on this chunk of rock. Nothing but empty landscape. Kusu, I may have made a mistake here. While the equally paralyzed in fear sister mumbles back, No, don't tell me. Don't tell me he planned this. Did he lure us here, or did we force him down here? Mojito? Who is this mortal? I am the God Killer. Hakai! And with the most ferocious yell Ultra Vegito has ever given in history, he screams with a one-handed Hakai that looks almost like a throwback to Team Gohan's one-handed Kamehameha. Just so that on the surface, the massive Hakai reaches instantly to the feet of Kusu and Mojito. So fast that Ultra Instinct or not, there was no dodging or escaping this one, as the destructive energy rips through the entire landscape, making the two angels now appear like mere ants before it. In a fruitless effort, Mojito turns his back to attempt to fly off at full speed, yelling, "Kusu, run! We have to make it off here now!" But the wise young girl knows only to reply, "No, it's over, dear brother." As just like that, as if frozen in time, a testament to just how fast Ultra Vegito performed his planetary level Hakai, both Kusu and Mojito returned to dust, erased forever and never to be seen again. Brother and sister, just two more gods to fall to Ultra Vegito's wrath. And for a moment, the once peaceful but empty planet remains whole, until suddenly, just like that, it too completely vanishes from the universe along with its only two inhabitants. And as the debris and dust of the planet floats off into the never-ending abyss of space, Ultra Vegito stands above, watching coldly as he comments, That was embarrassing! How could two lowly angels like that cause me this many problems? I don't care I haven't rested since training that year with Gogeta. They took my damn arm! I have no control over Whis' staff to be able to heal myself. When these things happen, I'm on my own. Now what the hell do I do? And without saying a word more of his plan, if any, he uses his remaining time rings with the last of his power and reaches out his hand yelling, "Take me back to Universe 7! Then opening a massive portal once again to another random timeline, at least assured to be in his own universe. Could this be back to Gogeta to check on what happened with Beerus and Whis, or something else? Even Ultra Vegito couldn't know. And soon enough, we see just the last part of Vegito's leg as he enters into the unknown.
L is for lovers who love one another. A is for ass, of which I like to eat. U is for you're the only one for me.